right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy to have these two people on the show. I heard about them, and Speedy asked me, well, you're on vacation. When do you want to get them on the show? And I know Fish came to me, and he told me, he said, listen, this is the first time on a show. One of them is the CEO. The other one's a celebrity chef. I said, you know what? When I come back from my break, I want to interview them. And I know Joba said the same thing with me. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now talking to CEO of 𝐼𝐶 JEAN BUTLER, and celebrity chef and Alicart restaurant director, GLENN ROLNICK. What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Hi, guys.
We're good. I want to ask you, first of all, I got a chance to read some things about you and some of the background of stuff that you're doing for these kids. And when I was a kid, I had emotional temper problems. I got myself into trouble. I was one of those guys. Joba knows all about it. Joba's getting to learn a little bit about me on this show. We've been working together for a year, and he probably thinks I'm the craziest and the nuttiest person he's ever met. But when I was a kid, people couldn't control me. Teachers couldn't control me. Parents couldn't control me. They sent me away to all boys schools. Got kicked out of one of them. Fighting. But I learned how to control myself. I learned how to control who I was as a personality. And after that, I was a different person. And I learned how to seize my energy into different things, like yelling and playing sports. So tell us a little bit about your company and what you do for kids.
Well, thank you. It's so nice to see everybody. I do have the Giants-Eagles game on in the background, so I hope that's not a distraction.
We're watching the same thing.
Picture.
We're watching the same thing.
So 𝐼𝐶 Foundation, we are celebrating our 40th anniversary this year. And what we do is provide critical programs and services to pediatric patients in hospitals around the country. And one of our signature programs is something called Send a Smile, Send a Bear. And I'd like you guys to meet my friend, Teddy. We got together with FAO Schwartz and we co-created this bear. And 𝐼𝐶 sends this to more than 300 hospital partners around the country. And they absolutely love this program because for the kids, it's a cuddly companion who alleviates, fear and anxiety. But he has a much more important purpose for the medical professionals. They use Teddy to show the child what it's going to be like to get an MRI or to get an IV, in certain cases to get an amputation. So Teddy has therapeutic uses and he has other purposes, and the kids absolutely fall in love with him, and it's a very, very popular program.
Jane, I have a question for you. Now, we have a very famous guy on this show. Everybody knows who he is, as he is called on this show.
Joba.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Joba.
And we want to get involved with something with your organization. I would love to create a Joba Chamberlain teddy bear. Could we do something like that? And we'll get Joba out here. Joba. And the kids can meet the one and only Joba Chamberlain with this famous Joba Chamberlain. And if you want to get a crazy arrow marks, or the mouth freaking teddy bear, we could put something together. It would be one of the biggest jackasses bears. But, to me, Joba Chamberlain is a very well-known person. And I think Yankee fans know him very, very well. He's a fan favorite. What would you say about doing something like that?
I would say let's do it. We can put a Joba jersey on Teddy. We can go to hospitals in New York and we can distribute these bears, maybe some toys. Glenn will come and it will be amazing.
Glenn, now,
Hi.
I've never met you before. I know Nithin speaks very highly of you too. And Nithin's in South Africa,
Thank you.
Flying in helicopters, enjoying himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's one of the. I'll tell you this, and I have to ask you this, Glenn, and we have a lot of questions to go through with you guys. My question for you is, what made you become a celebrity chef? What made you get into food? That's a good question to ask for a celebrity chef.
First thing is, I grew up in a family with 4 brothers. Mom and dad both worked.
So I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I went to a community college. All of a sudden, it's like, yeah, I'll cook dinner. And I started cooking dinner for the house and for all the brothers. And then the neighbors are like, can you do some parties for us? Can you do some things? So that became my CIA route. So I became, a CIA chef. And right out of culinary school, I went to the top hotels in New York City. I was a chef at the Carlisle first, the Algonquin, the United Nations Plaza, the Elwood Country Club, and I just got to meet some of the most famous, wonderful people, and it was amazing. It was an amazing journey for me. I love it, and I love the people I get to work with, and I love doing these type of fundraisers for sure. They mean so much to me.
So I was telling this to Joba, too, because it's actually one of his favorites. Carmine's I went to 2 years ago after I went to go see Hamilton with my family on Broadway, and it was amazing. And I know Joba, I think Joba tweeted recently that's his favorite New York City Italian restaurant, too. So
they said dinner's on them when I come back to the city. I saved it just in case. I'm not throwing it out there. They said.
Does that mean that we all can go and get some dinner?
I hope.
That should be fair over here. I mean, we're a group of guys.
We're go back.
We're doing a show together. How about we do a show at Carmine's? How about that? While we're eating the food.
Me, of course.
There we go.
Yeah, so I wanted to know some of the ideas that you had with obviously you're saying you're culinary talents. I know you had the recipe books too. I was looking that up online, the recipe books, and we even actually have some of the vodka sauce jars still from when we went there. It was fantastic. So how did that come about? Like the origin of all those recipes and just finding that company.
Well, the whole thing came about was Artie Cutler came up with the idea because of course only family style dining was not really relevant in big restaurants. Or in Times Square, people are going to see shows. They're going to Broadway. They're going to, to visit, to do walks around. And there was no place where you can get like a family of 6 or a group of 10 or 12 people in that was easy to feed that many people off of a couple of big platters like you would have in your old, family house. So Artie Cutler came up with the idea, created it, and it's been 35 years that Carmine's has been in business. And it's just something where people who come into the city, it's like, I got to go to Carmine's. And we get so many celebrities. I got people knocking at my door, like, can you please get us in? Because it's very difficult to get a reservation. But we're very proud of that. And we love that it's a unique concept. When Jean came forward to me and asked me to be a participant in this and co-chair it, it means the world to me. And it means the world to Carmine's and to Virgil's, our other sister restaurant. So we love it. I'm so proud to be a part of it. And, I've been with the company over 23 years, and it just means so much to me to be part of it and to be so relevant in this, in this food industry.
Yeah, Glenn, we all love food, some more than others, but I've always wondered, and I've got the opportunity to meet some chefs in New York or whatever, and I always ask the one question, and it's obviously family and other, but there has to be one moment when you were cooking or you made something where you're like, okay, it's like when we make a pitch or we do something, we're like, okay, I know this. Was there that one moment that it was either something you made or where you were at when you were like, this is what I was born to do, and I'm going to go full force with it no matter what, because this is a passion that I didn't know I had?
Yeah, it's funny you say that because the story I'm going to tell you is very unique and funny. So as I say, my first opportunity was at the Carlisle out of culinary school. And there were very famous celebrities. Liz Taylor was a regular. They lived there. Paul Newman, Robert Redford, Warren Beatty, Cheryl Tiegs, they all lived there. So one of the days, Cheryl Tiegs comes down to me in the kitchen and says, Chef Glenn, I need you to do me a favor. I'm bringing 25 lobsters back from Maine with me. Can you figure a way to cook these for me 5 different ways? And I did it for her, and she was so blown away. I cooked, liver for Liz Taylor's dog all the time. And it was like, I became rich just cooking dinner for Liz Taylor's dog. She'd come down and hand me $50. I'm like, whoa, back in that day, that was a lot of money for a tip. But those are some unique stories. I just, again, being in the business and being able to work in some of these real fine establishments. It's really gotten me closer to a lot of sports celebrities, a lot of celebrities in general, actors, actresses, just people in the music. I'm very close with the iHeartRadio, executives and teams there. So I love it. That's so much fun, part of my job. And even getting to talk to you gentlemen, it just means so much to me. And I'm very proud of these moments.
I've worked with so many different kids over the years. I love kids. I think kids are sensational. Watching them grow, and sometimes when they're 2 or 3, they get a little loud, they're crazy, they cry, but I just love being around them. I on the side, I DJ, I do a lot of work with kids. I give a lot of time and entertaining young kids at young parties as well. I do a lot of big events, but what is it like, Jane, when you get a chance to see a kid and hang out with a child and you could put a smile on their face? What is it like to see something like that? And have all these kids, when you speak to them, you give out these nice teddy bears, these cute little teddy bears. What is it like when a kid comes up to you and says, "Thank you for thinking of me"?
Oh, I mean, it's really indescribable. And we do events at our partner hospitals. We just did one 2 weeks ago. And the look on the children's faces when they received our bears, and we also distributed toys to them, was really priceless. And these children in the hospital had very, very complex medical issues. So that was tough, I think, to be among them and see all the love that the staff of the hospital has for these children. And then the fact that we're able to bring them some joy, even if it's for just a little while, I really can't describe how fulfilling that is. And we've been talking recently about, foundation work and mission-driven work and work with a purpose. And I am a believer in that really does lead to true fulfillment.
And we were talking about maybe making a Joba bear. I know Joba would like that, but I think he would even like if we can get like a baseball in his hand and maybe turn it into my face. So and put like hair on top of it, so it looks like I'm a baseball, so he can throw me around and beat me up. Because sometimes, or you could just give him a little teddy bear with a picture of me and he's choking me or something. I think kids would enjoy that. No, I know Joba would enjoy that. I don't think kids would think that was very nice. But anyways, I think
we can get creative. We can get creative with the accessories.
What we really need is a Nithin bear with a blue
No,
blazer.
we don't need a Nithin bear. Because if you get a Nithin bear, I don't know if anybody's seen Nithin go out in public, okay? I love the kid. Now, Nithin became a media guy because he became a fan of this show. It was me and Speedy started the show, and now Joba, we've been working together for a year, and the show has just taken off. And Nithin was a big fan of us 3-4 years. It was 5 years ago. It was a little bit over 5 years ago.
It was at least 2019 because he was calling it a third and long. I remember.
Yeah, third and long. And he watched the show and he fell in love with the show. And then he started doing his own media stuff. And then he was asking me questions. What do I need to do? Where do I go? What do I do? And he's done a lot of crazy things. He goes out, he works with so many people. He's such a likable person. But I'm going to tell you right now, that guy does not know how to dress. He is the worst dresser
Really?
I have ever seen in my entire life. Nithin is the worst. Have you ever seen a guy, I'm just speaking the truth here, that wears camouflage pants, all right? Wears a red, polo shirt and a blue blazer every time he goes out to an event. This man does this. I think he just wants to stick out in the public eye so everybody can look at him and say, "Who's that guy? What the hell is he wearing?"
He has to stand out. He's only 5'6".
That's another thing. I mean, it's so funny when you hang out with Nithin. I love the kid. He came out for my birthday. It was the first time I met him. He came out for my birthday.
He was the most drunk there, believe me.
He was drunk. Now, a drunk Indian guy who he wears the same clothes every single time. And I'm telling you, he wears the same clothes from 5 years ago. There it is. There's the famous clothes right there. I mean, come on, man.
Wow.
He is definitely a unique guy.
It's true. I do see him a lot like that.
Oh my God,
He's so sweet. He's so sweet.
Sweetest guy you'll ever meet. He is the sweetest, most caring person. He's been a force for us. He's doing our PR work. He's great. He's a great kid. He's just a funny guy. He loves it. And when he does things the way he does, I'll show you what we have of his. Okay. We have a Nithin board, ladies and gentlemen. I have to show you guys this. I know Joba's probably going to crush me on this. There he goes.
Do you have enough time is the question.
We do. All right. So I'm going to give you a couple of them. You guys ready for this? Here we go. This is the Nithin board. All right. Soundboard for Nithin. Here we go.
Breaking news. A lot of hot ladies. Breaking news. I'm putting you on a leash now. Breaking news. Give me that chicken curry. Breaking news. Bagel hole. Breaking news. Glory hole. Breaking news. I gotta go back off now.
Now this is a man that comes out, and I got him recording these crazy things. I love this kid. He is one of the straight personalities you'll ever meet. I love him so much that I have to make a board. Now, we have a board for everybody, and I crack jokes all the time about everybody. I don't lose anybody on this show. I get Joba, too. Joba, we got some good ones for Joba, too. You guys ready for this one? This is great.
The rah-rah shish kumbah. He tastes himself. That went over like a fart in church. Another toe job. Yeah. Sometimes I sit on it.
So there are things that we get people to do, or he says these things, and we cut it and chop it up. We got a board op guy over here cutting and chopping it up, and they give it to me, and they say, go ahead, do what you want with it. And boy, oh boy, that's what makes our show. We are a crazy bunch of guys. We love to entertain people. We're different. So, Glenn, I know you, as far as the product that you put out there at Carmine's and as a chef, what sticks out more than anything when it comes to somebody coming up to you and telling you, man, you're the best chef I've ever had food from, or you're the way you cook this, or the way you cook that, or the way your other guys cook those foods, it's some of the best tasting foods I've ever had. What is it? What makes you happy when somebody comes up to you and gives you a compliment?
Truthfully, you have to put love into food, and food has to have flavor. It also has to have abundance, but first and foremost, it has to look good and it has to taste good. When somebody's telling you that they enjoy it, and we have, 6 locations of Carmine's and 2 of Virgil's, and it's like, you want the food to taste the same in all the locations. That means so much to me when it says, I had it in like 2 or 3 of your locations, and it always tastes the same. It always tastes great. And it just means so much when somebody compliments the food that's coming out of your kitchens, your staff is putting it together. I swear, I put a smile on my face every time somebody has a compliment like that. When they come to these things, when we did this, Encourage Kids over the last couple of years, and you have people that come, we got to have your eggplant, or we got to have your meatballs. It hits home. It's like growing up, this is what we all look for. It's like we taught how to cook by flavor, by taste, and by what it looks like. And if it hits all those things and it's where you want it to be and your customers are coming back for more, it really hits you in the heart. I tear up sometimes when somebody says that to me, and I'll walk right in my kitchen and tell my guys, that person just came. And a lot of times they're VIPs, they're famous people. Like Gloria Gaynor, I just took care of yesterday, at Virgil's, and she's a very close friend of mine. And her and Melinda Doolittle, who was a American Idol, runner-up, the birthday party was 2 days ago, and they were so excited.
Nithin was mentioning to me, you both have a partnership, obviously, with the Yankees. I know, obviously, that's how Joba had the connections, obviously, with Carmine. I don't know, Joba, I don't know if you've had the barbecue place with Glenn's place, but I know you've done some collaborations with the Yankees. Like, talk about that, like the origins of all that, even go back to even before Joba was there, too.
I guess I can go first. We actually would love a connection with the Yankees. We know how much children mean to the Yankees, so maybe we can talk afterwards and try to get something going there. We're always looking for professional sports athlete ambassadors for our programs, and it would be incredible if we were able to strike up a partnership.
Yeah, so I've been a celebrity chef in Yankee Stadium many times, and I've had the opportunity to meet many of the Yankees, of course, including Mariano, who's one of my favorites. But I love working with them. The chefs all know who I am. I've been there probably at least 15 times cooking there, so we definitely have a connection with them. They love Carmine's, they love Virgil's, and we would be open to anything they want to do with us.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds good. Going back to, the kids and everything like that, I remember I had the opportunity to be an ambassador for Sloan Memorial Kettering. And Jane, when you said just the smiles on those faces, and it's not like you're doing a lot, you're giving them a few minutes to kind of put a smile on their face and do those things. And what is, for me, it's like when you do it, you get that feeling, and like you both said, like it creates the purpose. Beyond the purpose, where do you want it to go even further? Because you get that one stepping stone right, and you create that purpose, and you create this. Like, where would you like to see it go?
Yeah, I think for Encourage Kids Foundation, we play a pretty critical role in hospitals these days. They actually look to us to help fill in the gaps of their programs and services, because hospital budgets often don't cover everything that they need. And our other program, our pediatric hospital support program, really gives us a window into the trends that are occurring nationwide in hospitals. And as a result, we have been able to help fund programs like pet therapy, creative arts therapy, playroom renovations, innovation and technology, and sensory adaptive play. And interestingly enough, we've noticed a trend happening in grief therapy programming. And we have been funding grief therapy programs for hospitals as well. So we need to build on this kind of relationship and success, if you will. We need to increase our revenue so that we can then give more money to programs like that and to hospitals to benefit sick children. So talking to you guys today goes a long way for us, because we are quite well known within the hospital community. We are not as well known among the general public. So we're really appreciative and grateful for the opportunity to talk about Encourage Kids today.
First of all, we are very happy to have you guys on. I know when Joba reached out to me and he said, we're going to have two very special people on the show, and we had the conversation, and we were excited to get you guys. Everybody that we interview, and Joba could obviously admit to this as much as I do, what makes it so unique is we can interview anybody. We can interview movie stars. We interview writers. We interview media guys and ex-athletes, Hall of Famers. We've interviewed so many people. And what makes it so fun and so interesting is getting to know people in a different light, getting to understand what they're doing to help the community, help different people. And obviously, food and helping kids are really everything you want when it comes to an organization and building something together. So it really is pretty amazing what you guys are doing. I have a question for both of you. How do you guys know each other, and how did you guys mix up and connect with one another and work together over the last year, 2 years, 3 years?
So they've been involved with our organization for several years now. And I've never called Glenn and had him say no to any request. He's a pretty amazing person, extremely charitable person, as is the owner of Alicart, Jeff Bank. And we are very fortunate to align ourselves with altruistic people like that. You brought up food and charity, and I don't think we've told you, and of course you're invited, all of you. We are hosting a culinary event on October 27th at Chelsea Piers. And it's a fundraiser for Encourage Kids. Glenn will be there making his world-famous eggplant parmesan. We have a number of other New York restaurants like high-end Loy, Sushi Yolo, Bryant Park Grill, Virgil's will be there, Uncle Jack's Steakhouse, One Rare, One If by Land, Two If by Sea. We have some drink purveyors like 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐿's Vodka and Owl's Brew and Landmark Vineyards. It's a fantastic time. We have a DJ, and the vibe is incredibly fun and positive, and everyone is united by this mission to help sick children.
No.
So you're invited.
Now, if I was invited. Now, if you knew I was a DJ, you could have came to me. I would have.
I know. I didn't know that. I can't believe you said that, and I made a mental note.
It's all right. It's all right. It's good. But I do a lot of.
Now I know.
I do a lot of celebrity parties. I've actually had a couple athletes invite me to their parties to DJ. I told you, Joba is getting married next year. And I said, yes, Joba. Yes, Joba is no longer going to be single. He's going.
I don't know. I don't know if I haven't seen any of your DJing skills, so I don't know.
Wait a second. Are you going to test me? Are you going to test me? I'll tell you what.
I haven't heard a mixtape or anything.
I'll tell you what.
I don't know.
I'll tell you what.
So Jane, we'll have to see the product before we
exactly. Before we sign on the dotted line.
First of all, I want to tell you, my executive producer. It's a funny story. I just, me and my executive producer have known each other for probably over a year. And the funny story is, I was DJing for 3 years, from 23 to 26. I traveled around the world with a lot of very well-known famous DJs. And this kid was in Amsterdam the same time I was DJing and probably was watching me live in Amsterdam when he was at these raves that I was DJing at. So, funny story is that my executive producer probably seen me DJ and never even knew it was me. And that was, like, it has to be about 17 years ago, 16 years ago. It's been a long time. I'm 43, so it's a long time. So it's a funny story, but I've been doing it since I was 15. I started with records, then I went to CDs, and then this. First of all, most of the DJs out here, and I'm just going to take a shot at all you guys. All you guys are button pushers. You got to listen to the music. You got to mix. You got to blend and hear it. And make sure that you listen to the people dancing to it. Make sure that you're playing what they're vibing to, not what you're vibing to in your little earphones. So I don't like it when I go to a party and I'm like, what the hell is this guy doing? I don't know what the hell he's doing. But I'm not trying to attack people. I'm just telling you the truth. But anyways, before we let you guys go, and I don't want to scare you guys off because I want you to be fans of the show. I don't want you to run away.
We are. We're big fans.
Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely.
We love you guys, and we would love to do a live show, and I will talk to Joba. We would love to do something with you, obviously, Gene. And by the way, Gene, we're working with a company too, a nonprofit organization moving forward and for sports and helping children and stuff like that. We'll talk off air. We would love to band together with you. Fish and his wife. Fish and his wife are going to be the backbone of it. Joba, me, we're going to be working with it too. It's going to be really, really fun moving forward. But we would love to do something during the holidays with you guys, and we would love it.
Absolutely.
We'll talk. Yes. We'll talk to Joba. Joba, are you up for this? He looks like he's up for it.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the holidays in New York are my favorite time.
Yes.
Actually,
agreed.
My son and I are going to be out there. I know. Yep. It's his favorite time too.
Crazy.
So,
well, I want to
come visit, but let me know ahead of time because it does get crazy.
Well, that's what I want to do. We would love to do a live show at Carmine's. We would love to do a live show. It would be fun, entertaining for the fans.
It would. It would.
We'll have obviously Eugene and some of the stuff that you guys are doing. We'll promote what you guys are doing. We'll promote Carmine's there. We'll do a live show in the restaurant to entertain all the fans and maybe have one or two special guests that'll come in and interview live with us at the event. It would be great. We would love to do that. We would love to do that.
Joba, I love that idea, and Carmine's is always a party, so this is perfect.
Joba, what do you think?
It's food and a party. Like, you don't really have to twist my arm that much. as long as if I get Glenn's eggplant parm, I'm in.
Yep.
I'm in.
Now I like eggplant rollatini. That's what I like. I'm not a big eggplant person, but you know what? Glenn's making it. He's the famous chef. I will eat it. I will eat it, Glenn. I know he's probably having problems with his camera. It looks like he is.
And, Glenn's is not fried. It's baked. It's so light and delicious. And he'll be serving it at our event, Serving Up Smiles, on October 27th.
Well, the fried clams I had were good when I went. Those were definitely good fried ones. And what he was describing before, like Joba, what we did with my family, we had like all these the 6 platters, different things, and I think I had I don't remember the name of it now, the chicken prosciutto one.
I really appreciate you guys. We are absolutely up for doing this. We would love to do something with Eugene and with obviously encourage kids and your company and your corporation, and we would love to go over there at Carmine's and do a live show before the year is over. Joba will come out here. We will have a lot of fun. We'll entertain you guys. I think it'll be great. What do you guys say?
I say yes, Glenn.
By the way, I want to let you know something. Do not, if you're going to Carmine's or you're going out to eat at Carmine's, do not watch the 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 story. I'm just telling you, do not watch Monster and 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞 story if you're going out to Carmine's to eat. Enough said on that.
Why? Why?
Oh, you watch it. You come back and we'll talk off air.
Okay.
But
I probably shouldn't have asked that.
when you're watching, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Now you're curious and you want to know what it's about.
I am, exactly.
You're more than welcome to go and check out the series. It's great, by the way. The Monster series are sensational on Netflix. It is a creeper of a series.
I've actually read a little blurb, and yeah, I'm hearing that women are falling for that guy for some reason.
Now I want to tell you guys something. I don't want you guys to get scared off. I knew all about 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞. When I was a kid, I was interested in serial killers, and I wrote a story. Well, there was a report that I had to figure out something to write about. So I told my teacher when I was in 9th grade, I want to write about serial killers. I'm going to study serial killers.
In 9th grade?
In 9th grade.
Oh, my God.
And I studied them, and I was like, wow, this is interesting. And I started studying all these different serial killers from all different parts, of decades. And it was so interesting, and I got very interested. Now everybody's watching.
Okay, hold on. We're talking about serial killers.
Now I can, yeah. I'm good now.
Okay, perfect. We have this conversation with everybody because we think Errol's a serial killer because he doesn't eat string cheese like a normal person. He takes full bites of string cheese.
Listen,
he's a serial killer.
Listen, right? I like string cheese. What is the difference if you open the wrapper and you just chew on the string cheese? All right, look.
That's Errol. That's him.
I do know people who eat it that way.
I like cheese. I want to eat it. I don't like peeling things. I inhale things. I inhale them.
That one I can agree with you on. I know many people who just eat it like chunks,
I'm liking this guy. I'm a fan of his. I'm a fan of his. See, Joba?
I thought we were
see that?
We got to keep a board from the guests who say you're a serial killer and who doesn't.
They all probably think it, but hey, if you watch this show, you would know that I love to have fun and we love to make people laugh. And this is not one of those shows that you go like, oh, they're just talking about sports. This is a boring show. We want people to say, wow, those guys are interesting, unique, cool. I would love to hang out with those guys. So that's what we try to be, and we don't even try to be it. That's who we are. So
mission accomplished.
Well,
that's great,
Chef, and the one and only CEO. We really appreciate what you guys are doing right now for kids, what you're doing for food, and we will talk off air. We'll have Nithin, obviously communicate with you because Nith is the blue blazer. Yep. He's the blue blazer, man. Okay, so he's gonna
all in. We'll make it work.
He's gonna fly. Okay, with hopefully not a helicopter because we don't want to see him do that anymore. But in South Africa. By the way, he was one more thing. Did anybody see him post up? He was at the studios in South Africa.
Yes, I did.
What the hell is Nithin doing at a radio studio in South Africa? I mean,
it sounded like he knew somebody.
This guy is.
He knows a lot of people.
Boy, does he ever, man. Boy, does he ever. Not ever.
What is he?
Ever.
What is he even doing in South Africa?
So
it's a family trip, wasn't it?
Yeah. So Nithin, every year, his parents like to take him and his brother out to different parts of the world. And this year it was South Africa.
Cool.
Yeah. So
very cool.
I've known Nithin for now 5-6 years. He's a big fan of mine, and I'm a fan of his because he makes me laugh. Every time he calls me, it's like, yo, Errol, hey. I'm like, Nithin, speak. You called me. Stop with this hey crap. Just say hello. I don't get it. I don't get Nathan. But, I love him. He's funny. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate you guys.
Thank you. This was fun.
Absolutely. And we'll talk to you.
Thank you. Had a great time.
We'll talk to you guys off air. And we're absolutely interested in working with you guys.
Excellent.
Our pleasure.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, guys.
And
We'll
one
see you
more.
guys soon.
Soon.
And one more.
Joba.
Yes.
Joba. I love Lisa Ann.
As he formally tells us all the time. He loves, or my girlfriend. This is a good one.
Breaking news. I need Brittany also.
Yeah,
Right,
there
I
he
mean,
goes.
even for birthday.
There he goes. It's her birthday, so we'll sing happy birthday at the end of the show. Gene and the one and only man they call Glenn. We really appreciate you guys. We'll talk to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Have a great weekend.
We will, and everybody should. Even though the Yankees were eliminated and everybody's crying, Joba was on the MLB Network, hanging out on the MLB Network today, trying to figure out ways to make excuses for that godforsaken team. I'm just kidding. I'm wearing a Yankee hat, so you know I'm a Yankee fan. So I got to be honest with you guys. I wasn't very happy with 𝐤𝐵𝐿. I mean Chisholm, as you guys know it. On our show, it's Chisholm. Anyways, we love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Be well.
you.
Take care.
We were just speaking to the CEO of Encourage Kids, JEAN BUTLER, and celebrity chef and Alicart restaurant director, GLENN ROLNICK. Fantastic. It was a great interview. They had a lot of fun with us. Joba lost his hair even more. Or he was already bald, but you know what I mean. There's the little prinkles coming out of the back of his head. Thank God he was definitely getting goosebumps because he was probably thinking that I was going to tell him what I was watching on 𝐸, and that would have definitely scared them. That's for damn sure.
You can eat string cheese however you want if we get to do a show at Carmine's. That sounds great to me. Let's do that.
100%.
There we go.
You can eat it as weird as you want and in serial killer ways as you want, Errol.
There you go.
And P.S., can we not say 𝐤𝐿 when there's a woman on the show?
That she didn't even know what I was talking about. It went over her head.
I know, but still, I did.
It went over her head. She had no idea what I was talking about with that.
I was like, oh, don't go there.